Arrays and slices are the fundamental data structure of any programming language. Let's understand arrays in GoLang first. So an array in Go is a fixed size collection of elements of the same data type. If we are saying collection, that means we can store multiple values in a single variable together, and these all the values should be of the same time. If we are saying that any array is of type integer, that means this array will contain all the values of integer type only. If we are saying that this array is in string type, that means it will be containing all string values only. There could not be a combination of multiple types. Now, once we have defined the size of any array, we cannot change it. We cannot say that at the time of the declaration, we are saying array size is 5, we can store 5 elements, and later we are trying to store more than 5 elements in an array. This would not be possible. Arrays are declared using the square bracket where you can specify the size, and at the time of declaration you can specify the type of the elements. How? So this is the declaration way of array, where array name, that you want to keep the name of the variable. Here you can provide the size, and here you can give the type of the variable, or you can give the type of the values that you want to store in this particular variable. It can be integer, string, float, anything. Let's understand from code. I am taking one array. Let's call the name of the array is ARR. The size of this array is 3. That means I can store 3 elements in this array, and the type of the values it will be storing is integer. Now first print this variable. Now since we have declared the type of the array is integer, that means all the values will be of integer type. We haven't initialized any value. Here we can see the default value of integer type it is showing us, that is 0. Saying that we can assign 3 values here. Now the first value, how can we access the first value? By using the index. And in array, the indexing starts with 0. So the first element will have the index 0, the second element will have index 1, and the third element will have the index 2. So in this way, we can access the values. Here I am giving value 1 and then 2 and value 3. Let's print it again. And now we are getting the values 1, 2, 3 as we have initialized here. Now there is another way. Suppose we do not want to declare the variable, and we can directly assign the values in some array as well. How can we do that? So in this way we are doing the declaration as well as the assignment. We are saying that it is an array of size 3 that will be containing the values integer type, and the values are 1, 2, 3. So it is same as we were doing here, but in the single line we are able to do this. Let's run this again, and the same output we are getting here. I tried to assign the value in third index. That means I'm trying to store the fourth value. It won't allow me. And we were getting the error that index 3 out of bound. That means we have already defined the size 3. We can store only 3 values in this array. And if we will try to store fourth or fifth element, then it will say that out of bound error. So it is not possible. This is a basic concept of arrays. Let's understand slices next. So we understand that arrays are fixed type collection, whereas slices are flexible in this scenario. Slices are dynamically sized view into the element of array. That means, unlike arrays, slices can grow or shrink. We can decrease the size of the slice, or we can increase the size of the slices as per our requirement. The declaration we can do in the same way as we were doing like arrays. In the square brackets, we can specify that this is a slice type, but here we do not need to specify the size, since we are saying that it is a dynamically sized array. So we don't need to define the size within this square brackets as we were doing with arrays. So slices, in general terms, it is just a reference to the arrays, and now we can refer that array by using slices. So slices are nothing but it's a reference to the arrays only. We can create a slice from an existing array, since we are saying that this is a reference of array, or we can create the slice directly using the make function also. This is an array you have declared, and by defining the lower and the higher index, you can specify the slice as well. Let's understand it from code. Here we have created one array. Let's increase some elements. Let's say 7. So 4, 5, 6 and 7 elements we have taken here. We have taken a slice, and from array I am giving the lower index as 2 and the higher index I am giving as 4. That means second index, what value it will be reading? 0, 1 and 2. Third value will come in the second index. Now high index we have given 4, that means it will start reading from second index till high minus 1, that means 3. From second to third index it will read all the values from the array. Second index means 0, 1, 2, from this to third index, this is 3. 3 and 4 value it will be reading here. Let's print this slice. Slice is, now here we are getting 3 and 4 value because it will be reading the values from the second to third index. That is this only. We have two attributes of the slices. First is length. How can we get the length of the slice? Using the length function. So here we, in this way we can print the length of the slice. What is the length of the slice? It shows how many numbers, how many values currently the slice is containing. So if I print the length of the slice, I will get the value 2 here because 2 elements only slice is currently containing. There is another attribute of the slice, that is capacity. What is the capacity means? How many elements it can store. There is two different things, that how many elements currently the slice is containing and what is the maximum number of the values it can store, that is the capacity. And the capacity of the slice is 5. Now how it is calculating the capacity 5? Here we can see the referenced array can store the 7 elements. Here we have defined it the size. Now the capacity of the slice will be the length of array, referred array, minus low index of slice. So this will be the capacity of the slice. Here the length of the array we have kept as 7. The low index or the start index of the slice is 2. That means 7 minus 2 is 5. Capacity of the slice will become 5 here. Since we are saying that currently it is containing 2 values and capacity of the slice is 5, that means we can store 3 more elements in this slice. Let's try to append some variable here. So here we can say slice append function we will use, where we want to append within slice. What element I want to append is, let's say 10. Print this slice again. We are printing as appended slice is. So here initially our slice was 3 and 4, and now we have appended one value 10. The slice will become 3, 4 and 10. So in this way, by using the reference of the array, we can create the slice and we can calculate the length of the slice, that will be the number of values the slice is containing. Similarly, we can calculate the capacity of the slice, that dictates that what is the maximum number of the values a slice can store. How will it calculate the capacity? So the capacity of the array minus the start index of the slice will become the capacity of the slice. Here we have created the slice by using array reference, but there is another way also, by using the make function. Let's take another slice, slice 1. And we are using make function here. We are saying that slice will be containing integer type of the values. The length of the slice will be 3 and the capacity will be 6. So in this way we can create a slice by using make function. Function is slice 1. Now since we are saying that the length of the slice is 3 and it will be containing integer type of the values, so the default value it will be giving as 0 and 3 values it is giving since we have defined 3 length here. Now how can we assign the values here? In the similar way how we were doing with arrays. So slice 1 in 0th index I am keeping the value 100, and similarly for first index and the second index I am storing the subsequent values. So here we are getting the values 100, 200 and 300. We can append the values in this slice as well that we have created by using make function. As well as we can print the length and the capacity of this slice as well. So this is the length and capacity of the slice. We have declared the length of the slice 3, but since we have appended, now the length of the slice will become 4 and the capacity we have declared as 6, so the capacity will remain as it is. So altogether in this way we can use arrays in Go language, and by using the arrays reference we can create the slice. If you do not want to keep the reference, you can create the slice by using the make function as well. That's a wrap for today's video. We hope you found this explanation on arrays and slices in Go helpful. If you have any questions or topics you would like us to cover in future videos, please feel free to leave them in comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel for more programming tutorials and updates. Also hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content. Happy coding! Bye bye.